The Ember's birth. In the shadowed annals of Etheria, the sprawling continent at the heart of the Block Lord's universe, there are tales that linger like smoke half forgotten, yet potent enough to stir the hearts of farmers, knights, and rulers alike. Among these is the saga of the Ashen Covenant, a secretive order born from the ashes of a fallen dynasty, whose legacy now threatens to reshape the destiny of the realm. Long before the rise of the Lord Chain and the dominion of LRDS as the lifeblood of Etheria's economy, there was the House of Baltharis, a noble lineage renowned for its mastery of fire-forged steel and unyielding ambition. Their banners bore a crimson phoenix, a symbol of their claim to immortality through conquest. Yet, their hubris drew the ire of rival lords and the wrath of a betrayed peasantry. In a single night of flame and betrayal known as the Emberfall, the Baltharis stronghold was razed, their bloodline scattered, and their phoenix reduced to cinders. But from those ashes, a new force emerged. The Covenant rises. The survivors of House Baltharis, led by a figure known only as the Ashen Herald, fled into the scorched wastes. A desolate expanse where the earth itself seemed to mourn with cracked stone and smoldering fissures. There, amidst the ruins of an ancient forged temple, they forged a pact not with gods or kings, but with the land itself. They swore to reclaim their honor not through noble titles, but through the power of the common folk they once scorned. Thus, the Ashen Covenant was born, an order of outcasts, farmers turned warriors, and rogue smiths, united by a singular creed: from ash we rise, to ash we return. The Covenant's warriors donned cloaks of soot-streaked gray, their faces masked by helms forged from salvaged Baltharis steel, etched with the faint outline of a phoenix in repose. They wielded weapons of blackened iron, imbued with a strange heat that seared flesh and spirit alike. Yet their true strength lay not in blades, but in their mastery of Etheria's hidden veins, resources long overlooked by the squabbling lords and ladies of the realm. The Ashen Way. Unlike the knights who pledged fealty to gilded rulers or the raiders who plundered for personal gain, the Ashen Covenant sought to empower the downtrodden. They taught farmers to wield pitchforks as spears, to smelt ore in secret forges, and to trade LRDS not for luxury, but for survival. In return, they demanded loyalty and silence, for their existence was a whispered threat to the established order. Villages under their protection thrived in secret, their fields yielding twice the harvest through techniques whispered from the scorched wastes, techniques said to be fueled by the emberglow of the old Baltharis forges. The Covenant's influence spread like wildfire, carried on the wind by pilgrims and merchants who bore their mark, a charred feather, pressed into wax or carved into wood. Yet with growth came conflict. The lords of Etheria, enriched by LRDS taxes and bolstered by base-forged armies, saw the Covenant as a blight, a rebellion that dared to challenge their divine right to rule. Meanwhile, the Covenant viewed the lords as parasites, hoarding wealth while the land withered under their neglect. The Ember Strike. The turning point came with the event known as the Ember Strike, a battle that would etch the Ashen Covenant into Etheria's lore. In the region of Duskwind Hollow, a prosperous valley claimed by Lord Arinder of House Tarsalis, the Covenant struck. Under the cover of a moonless night, their forces, farmers clad in ash gray, smiths wielding molten blades, and scouts riding owls trained in the wastes, descended upon Arinder's keep. They burned his granaries, freed his serfs, and melted his treasury of LRDS into slag, leaving behind a single message scrawled in ash: "The Phoenix stirs." The lords retaliated with fury, declaring the Covenant heretics and outlaws. Bounties in LRDS soared, drawing knights and raiders alike to hunt the Ashen warriors. Yet the Covenant proved elusive, vanishing into the wastes or blending among the peasantry they championed. Rumors spread that their herald wielded a relic of old Baltharus, staff topped with a phoenix skull, said to summon embers from the earth itself, though none could confirm its truth. The legacy unfolds. Today, as Etheria stands on the cusp of a new era with the rise of Lord Chain and the integration of base, the Ashen Covenant remains a specter on the horizon. To some, they are saviors, a hope for a world where LRDS flows not to the few, but to the many. To others, they are a scourge, a flame that threatens to consume the fragile order of the realm. Their presence stirs debate among players. Will you join their cause, staking your LRDS to fuel their revolution? Or will you rise as a lord to crush them, claiming their scorched lands as your own? The choice, as always in Block Lords, is yours. In the fields and forges of Etheria, the embers of the Covenant glow still, waiting for the breath of a player's will to fan them into flame or snuff them out forever.